if this movie proves anything, it's that put Kid Cudi in more shit. For real, this guy has it. This is a musician who actually can be good in a movie. And he showed it with X. He showed it with, apparently with Intergalactic. I still haven't seen Intergalactic. But he showed it on We Are Who We Are. Put Kid Cudi in more shit. That being said, however, hi everyone. It's me, Grant the Movie and TV Guy. We have double reviews tonight, or this morning, because it's 12:33 where I am. Got back late, apologize for that. You'll probably see this when you get up if you see it at all. But we're going to talk about the first of two movies, and welcome to Raise Bar with Grant, movies and TVs that we do here. I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy, and today we're talking about House Party. House Party is directed by Calmatic, that is his name, he's one of those guys with one name, who is primarily a music video director. This is his first feature film, and it is a reboot, remake, not really sequel, remake of House Party, which and is overall the sixth installment in the series, the fourth theatrical one if you don't count the direct-to-video House Party 4 and House Party Tonight's the Night. So House Party is what is the film about and who else is involved? Well, I also should mention that LeBron James is a producer on this film and is also in this film and is kind of a plot point in this film, for both good and for ill. But who else is involved? The film centers on Kevin. He's played by Jacob Latimore. He is a father who is trying to make ends meet. He is in a party promoting business with his best friend and his daughter's godfather, Damon. He pronounces it, they say Damon, like it's Damon, like French. He's played by Tosin Cole. And they're best friends. And financially strapped. They are both party promoters, but when a pretty big party falls through, and their various weed-smoking shenanigans on the job puts them in hot water, and they're basically all but going to be fired come Monday. All hope seems lost to get Kevin's daughter through this fancy preschool, and Damon, of course, wants to get out of the spare bedroom in his aunt's house and really do something and make money and become Instagram famous. They both find their shot at glory when being Los Angeles house cleaners. They begin cleaning up a swanky mansion that they soon discover belongs to none other than LeBron James. Who has decked this shit out. He has a couch that fluffs itself the second you get off the cushion. And he has a perfect sort of shrine almost to his various rings, championship rings, as well as a holographic LeBron who gives him compliments in one of the film's better gags. And strapped for cash and no out, they decide we're going to throw a house party in the palace of none other than King James himself. Despite his misgivings, Kevin goes along with it and then ropes his girlfriend into it as sort of a last-ditch effort. And they decide to go through the email list of LeBron's friends, which leads to a lot of fun cameos from various famous people of varying sorts of levels of media. And between that and a crazy white neighbor and his even crazier weed-smoking pet koala bear, even crazier Kid Cudi, as well as threats from the bumbling but still kind of heavy gang who has it out for Damon. Will this party go off without a hitch, or will this be the last party these guys ever throw? Let the bash begin. So, House Party is a movie I liked. A movie I did like. It is getting kind of a critical drubbing. I'm not going to join it. I like this film, but here's the thing. I loved the original House Party. And I even liked House Party 2 quite a bit. This one isn't as good, especially as House Party, but it's about on the level of House Party 2. And it's certainly better than House Party 3, 4, and 5. And here's the thing about House Party. This movie is about hour 40, somewhere along those lines. For the first 50 or so minutes, this was hovering at like a 2.5 if I was being generous. This movie was really dull. There was maybe a chuckle every 10 minutes. It was really like, oh god, what's going on? This is just a lot of dead air. And then almost immediately, once the party actually starts in House Party, which is roughly the halfway point, it's like another movie starts in a weird way because it gets funny. And not just funny, very, very funny. And one of the big reasons for that is Kid Cudi. This dude, there's this like kind of wackadoo extended sequence that mainly involves him in this movie. That is one of the single funniest scenes I've seen in the last like 2 or 3 years of comedies. Like, it is so inspired and so wacko. It's almost like a better version of like the better gags in Good Morning. Involving, I will just say this, they briefly detour from the party into a sort of strange other party that some friends of Kid Cudi are doing to solve a certain crisis. That's all I'll say, where there are other cameos, including ones from the original movie. And it is just awesome. It is so funny and so crazy and so weird, and it pays off at the end in a really funny way. That's all great. The stuff at the party's great. The cameos are great. LeBron does eventually have a larger sort of cameo toward the end, which is also quite funny. But here's the thing. That's the second half. House Party weirdly sort of suffers from some similar things on a comedic level that Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance With Somebody did a few weeks ago, where it's like, the stuff that's really good here is so good that it makes the stuff that doesn't work almost watchable. Like, because there are things in this movie that really don't work, but my god, the stuff that's good in this movie, some of the bigger like set pieces in this movie are like fall out of your chair funny. And to me, like I mentioned, I was at a 2 and 2.5 out of 5 stars. But yeah, let's close the book here. I'm going to give... I also should mention, some of the characters also were a little unlikable. I thought that as much as I thought Tosin Cole did a good job playing the part, Damon was kind of a dick. I didn't really like that character. I liked the Kevin character because I think he actually had some sort of sense and sort of a purpose. He kind of knew where the limits of this was. But yeah, other than that, I really did ultimately, at the end of it, have a good time with House Party. Eventually. It's kind of one of those movies you really have to get to a certain point in the movie to it. It's one of those weird cases. It's almost like there was a review that Siskel and Ebert did once of The Addams Family, I believe it is, or the Brady Bunch movie, where they said, this is the kind of movie where, like, if you're at a theater seeing another movie and you can get and sit in on the last 40 minutes of this one, you're seeing all that's kind of worthwhile of seeing. That's kind of what House Party is. But at the same time, Kid Cudi and the humor of the second half upped it to a somewhat significant matinee. So that's what I'm going to give it. Let's close the book there. I'm going to give House Party 3.5 out of 5 stars. Because the stuff that is funny in this movie is so funny, I actually do think it is worth paying to see it. Like, it is so funny that it's actually worth watching. And very funny. And if they want to do a sequel down the line, I would not mind it, especially if Cudi can come back. Because, man, that dude just... I know I keep mentioning, he really is what makes this movie good. Anyway, but we have a movie with much more to talk about after this, so let's just end it there. Yeah, House Party gets 3.5 out of 5 stars. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. One more thing also about House Party, I guess. This kind of comes with any party movie, but I also thought it was like, this is kind of convenient at the end of how they kind of wrap it up. I was like, oh man, that wouldn't happen. Anyway, all that being said, whatever, review over. Trailer trash. Creed 3. Talked about it, looks good. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. And this is a newer trailer, but it still looks really good. Fear. This looks really dumb. T.I.'s in this. I've been watching a lot of... You guys watch that YouTube channel, Primshood Cinema? Just keep thinking of the episode he did on ATL. When I saw T.I. in this. Yeah, watch his channel. He's funny. No, seriously, watch... he actually did a pretty good video on, like, the first House Party. Yeah, it was fun. Scream 6, talked about it. Looks good. Cocaine Bear, Red Band trailer. Talked about it, looks good. Missing, talked about it, looks good. Seen it next Thursday. Magic Mike's Last Dance. We talked about it. Looks good. Evil Dead Rise. I'm looking forward to it. Cannot wait. And was there shawarma? Yes. Throughout the credits, there are bloopers, and they're very, very funny bloopers. Worth sticking around for. They're part of that second half of funny stuff. Yeah. And there's also a sort of a dedication after the credits, too. Yeah, but that's it. Alright. That is it. We will be back right after this for a review of The Devil Conspiracy. There is a lot to talk about. Oh, you know where we're going with this. Kind of, maybe. And then tomorrow we'll have Plane and more to come. That'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love all classes missed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does, but that's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's, hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, this, and other fun stuff, you can check me out on Letterboxd at Raising Pumpkin with Grant. Twitter, I'm at Raise Grant. Find me on Facebook, Raising Pumpkin with Grant. Serialized, all one word, all lowercase, Raised on Popcorn. Check out my podcast, Raised on Popcorn with Grant, the podcast on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of House Party? Did you like the movie? Hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, which will be very soon, we're all raised on popcorn. Make my extra butter. Catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you in just, right after this. Bye.